Toronto Raptors, Canada's team, is in an interesting place. They have one of the best head coaches in basketball. But will they be able to make a push to the NBA Finals? It'll be interesting. So let me hear, before we start this video, what do you think about the Toronto Raptors? What their record is? Let me hear in the comment section down below. Middle of the pack, lottery, or are they going to make a deep playoff run? So let's talk about it. What to expect from the Toronto Raptors. Shout out to Nick Nurse. I know his mother just passed away, and losing anyone, especially a family member, is always hard. So let's talk about Nick Nurse. Oh man, this guy is so smart, so smart. He's one of the coaches who came up the G League ranks, and this guy, when I talk about coaches who are in the top 5, that means when they're in the playoffs or any game, but specifically the playoffs, they throw out their game plans. They're like, all right, that first half game plan, that game plan we initially came in, guys, fuck that. That game plan is out. And that's what Nick Nurse does. It's so apparent. He knows when something isn't working, throw it out the window. If it isn't working, we got to try something new. He's very attentive, very adaptive to all sorts of situations. And that's why he was hired. This is why they got rid of Dwayne Casey and they put Nick Nurse, because they were like, yo, this guy is the man. And that's why they won the NBA Finals. Nick Nurse is that guy. I really believe he's going to be the next Greg Popovich, in the sense that we're going to see him in Toronto for a while. And Toronto is always going to be relevant while Nick Nurse is there. They are never going to not be relevant as long as Nick Nurse is their head coach. And I say that with the utmost confidence. So I honestly thought they weren't going to re-sign our man Fred VanVleet because of this guy right here, Norman Powell. I made a video a few weeks back based on a Reddit post about this guy being the future face franchise of the Toronto Raptors, which I still believe that him and Pascal could be the guy. Now that Fred VanVleet stayed, I think the three of them are the three guys, with Kyle Lowry now taking the backseat as the fourth guy, aka vocal leader, etc. Okay? But no, Norman Powell, yeah, he averaged 16 points. I really see that going up to at least 19 points. Okay? He's also, I think he's going to continue being a great defensive player. I see everything becoming efficient. I really see Norman Powell closing in onto being a 20 points per game scorer. I have so much confidence on Norman Powell, just how he attacks the rim, how he pulls up his shot, how he's just smart and he can create his own shot. I just feel like this is the guy the Toronto Raptors know is going to about to break out this following season. We saw it during the bubble. If you guys did not see him play during the bubble, oh my God, you missed some great Norman Powell play. And even before the bubble, he had a little stretch before the bubble. Oh, I love Norman Powell. I really do. I think he's a great player, and he's going to break out this year, and I envy you guys. I envy the Toronto Raptors for having this guy. Fred VanVleet. I felt like I said that weird. I'm sorry if I said that weird. But Fred VanVleet got the contract that he deserved. I remember in the beginning of free agency, he's like, in a perfect world, I'll stay with the Toronto Raptors. Oh, my guy. That just happened. And, you know, he's scoring 17 points a game. I could see him taking Kyle Lowry's shots, and really Kyle Lowry taking, again, I said back role, and Fred VanVleet taking Kyle Lowry's role as the leader of the offense, lead facilitator, just doing his thing. And I just see Fred VanVleet's numbers going up across the board, even though they've already gone up, and people could be like, he capped out. He's not going to go up any higher. No, man. This guy's going to get even better. Like, I did a video where I thought Fred VanVleet wasn't going to stay, but I think Fred VanVleet will go up every statistic in the board. Maybe the steals will stay the same because he pretty much has 2 steals a game, which is awesome. That guy's an insane good stealer. But I see him getting like 7 assists, 20 points a game. Man, maybe like 4 rebounds a game this year. I have the moon is the potential for this guy, and I love it. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA. Every time he touches the ball, and where he's grown from when he came into the league has just been a phenomenal story to watch. I want a Toronto Raptors fan right now in the comment section down below to explain to me what happened to Pascal Siakam. I just remember everyone kind of berating him during the bubble and the playoffs. Did he choke, or did it become apparent that he wasn't as good as we thought he was? Like, he still statistically played amazingly. But my question is like, what happened during, I know in the postseason he wasn't as efficient. Like, in the postseason, he scored 17 points, and he was playing kind of shitty. Like, Pascal Siakam, let me read you his postseason statistics. 39% from the field, and his three-point percentage was 18%. He pretty much played like shit during the playoffs. And I want to know, is this a theme? Did he just choke because this was his true playoffs alone? Or did people realize how to guard Pascal Siakam and kind of neutralize him? And is this something we're going to have to be scared of for next season, that he's not going to be the same player? He's not going to be scoring the same way he was last season. Did people figure out Pascal Siakam, or is he not good as we thought he was? Because his numbers dropped off tremendously compared to last, like from the playoffs to the from the postseason, regular season to the playoffs. They jumped, like not jumped, but like fell. They like were shit. So I really want to know, because he was a 45% field goal shooter in the season, a 35% three-point shooter. And I didn't really watch the Raptors game, but I remember everyone writing, they're like, Pascal Siakam is kind of garbage. And I really want to know. I need to go back and watch the footage, but it seems like they figured him out. Is that like a fair assessment? They figured out how to guard Pascal Siakam, which just made him play like shit. I can't even explain, just because I feel sorry for the guy, and he was really one of their least efficient players during the playoffs. So it's just really interesting to see that. My favorite part of the videos, talking about the rookie prospects, Malachi Flynn. So as a KU fan, I saw him play against San Diego State versus KU last year. Not in person, on TV, and I had money on that game. And Malachi Flynn put on a show that game. I know they brought in some players like Aaron Baines who will improve rebounding. They brought in DeAndre Brembry from Atlanta, really good defensive player. Henry Ellison, who I think is probably going to be a training camp guy. Don't see anything coming out of him. I didn't even know he was still in the league. I thought he was a bust, huge bust. And Eliza Johnson and Alex Lynn in Utah, Watanabe, all came there, just big guys. But let's talk about Malachi Flynn and Jalen Harris. Jalen Harris is another guy that I think is an interesting player. Jalen Harris, 6'5", he can shoot the ball like nobody's business, and he has the size to play defense. And then there's the next guy we got over here, my favorite, Malachi Flynn. He's going to be either going to be a great spot starter or be like an average starting point guard, or he could be one of the best backup point guards in the league. I think that's he has such a high ceiling, and I have all the expectation to him. And I think he went to a perfect role, because if Kyle Lowry leaves or retires or whatever, Fred VanVleet's going to need a backup point guard, and you got it right there. And your man Malachi Flynn, he's a guy who's just gonna he's gonna cross people over. He's gonna pop. He has one of the best jump shots in the draft. I love watching him shoot the ball, and he's such a skilled shooter. So you're gonna see a guy who has confidence in shooting the ball, shooting three-pointer mainly, has ball handling skills, and is pretty much a true point guard. But the definition, I see him having a very similar career to DJ Augustine. I think DJ Augustine's a very good comparison for Malachi Flynn. I see a very similar career arc for the two of them to be that type of player where they're just either good spot starters or they could start for a team, but they're really good. They're elite backup point guards. And it's awesome. It's awesome. So I'm happy for him, and I think he's going to have a great career. And that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Let me hear your comments down below. As always, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, because I know I will. Until next, guys, peace out.